the Franciscan Schoology and setting up parents' accounts, and parenting in the new normal of education. As I do always mention in my intros of the recently held webinars, despite the pandemic, St. Francis of Assisi College and St. Anthony School will never quit. We'll prepare for it instead and rest assured that we are ready for it. Many might consider this pandemic as a challenge, and to us, instead of considering it a hindrance, we find it an opportunity. That's who we are as Franciscans. Today, dear parents and guardians, in behalf of St. Francis of Assisi College Administration, headed by our President, Dr. Arturo O. Orozco Jr., we cordially welcome you all to today's Parents' General Orientation. So without further ado, administrators, heads, dear parents and guardians, will now begin this orientation for us to better know and be equipped on what's in store for us, and most especially to our learners this school year. Let's work hand in hand and face this challenging new normal. Let us leave no stone unturned. Let us make acquainted with our first resource speaker this afternoon. Our resource speaker, who will be talking about St. Francis of Assisi College, school administrators, Franciscan Adaptive Learning Program, and the Franciscan Adaptive Learning Program, at his young age, finished his Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management at St. Francis of Assisi College in March 2020. He is a holder of TESDA NC2 on Computer Systems Servicing. Currently, the officer in charge, Office of the Director for Academics. As his co-Franciscan employee, I am honored to introduce to you our first resource speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own Mr. Mark Jones Pascual Garo. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, and thank you so much, and good day to all our dear parents and guardians, as well as to all the students and guests who are in this orientation this afternoon. I am proud and honored to present to you So thank you so much, and good day to all our parents and guardians, as well as to all the students and guests who are in this orientation. I am proud and honored to present to you how St. Francis of Assisi College has evolved throughout the years. SFAC started its humble beginnings when the couple Dr. Evangeline Oñez Orozco and Dr. Arturo Agapito Orozco Sr. opened a two-classroom preparatory school in Las Piñas City in 1981. Subsequently, on 1983, the elementary department was established. This was quickly followed by the creation of the high school department in 1986. And on the same year, SFAC Taguig Campus and SFAC Los Baños Campus were opened. And in 2010, the Los Baños Campus was renamed in honor of the patron saint of the locality where it is situated, the SFAC Los Baños, St. Anthony. Okay. So SFAC Los Baños is now known as St. Anthony School of Los Baños. New campuses have been added since, so SFAC Bacoor was established in 1994. SFAC Alabang in 1996, Dasmariñas Campus in 1999, Southwoods Campus in 2006, and Santa Rosa Campus in 2010. Okay. So with the current 8 strong campuses of St. Francis of Assisi College system, we are dubbed as the largest network of schools in the South. Today, SFAC offers complete education from the preschool level up to the graduate level. In its almost 4 years or 4 decades of existence, SFAC has been duly recognized by different government agencies such as the Department of Education, the Commission on Higher Education or CHED, and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or the TESDA. We are also accredited by the Bureau of Immigration to accept foreign students. All campuses of SFAC system are also PAC certified. This means that the junior high school students may receive government subsidies when they enroll in any of our campuses. What keeps SFAC going? Okay. So SFAC or St. Francis of Assisi College continues to thrive even in these challenging times because we are driven or fueled by our school's vision. It is a vision of becoming a hub for progressive and holistic education guided by the virtues of St. Francis of Assisi that empowers learners with a solid academic foundation enriched by physical, spiritual, and cultural advancements. How are we going to continue achieving this vision? It is by delivering well-designed, relevant, quality education from the basic education to the graduate level through its core of highly trained faculty. By nurturing an ideal environment that hones students for academic success and molds them in cultural awareness and prepares them for the sustained participation and leadership in sports and athletics. Also, by incorporating a value system in the curriculum that promotes love of God, family, and country. And lastly, by integrating time-honored Filipino values in the pursuit of personal development. Of course, this can only be possible with the constant support and cooperation from the different stakeholders like you, our dear parents and guardians, the learners, the teachers, the government, the various industry partners, and the SFAC administration. Speaking of the school administration, let me introduce to you the St. Francis of Assisi College system administrators starting from the executive officers. The executive officers are the school's top level management, starting with the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Arturo Agapito Orozco Sr., followed by our president, Dr. Arturo Oñas Orozco Jr., our executive vice president, Dr. Arlen Oñas Orozco, our managing director and executive director for basic education, Dr. Edgardo A. Lu, our executive director for finance, Dr. Maria Luz Alma O. Osio, and our executive director for marketing, Dr. Gilbert C. Sibala. Okay. Another set of school administrators is our academic council officers. Okay. The academic council is in charge in ensuring that there is a quality of curriculum and instruction within the system through monitoring and supervising the faculty members, conducting faculty development training, and in conceptualizing academic policies. The council is directly supervised by the school president, Dr. Arturo Orozco Jr., and the managing director, Dr. Edgardo A. Lu. The members of the academic council is headed by yours truly as the officer in charge of the office of the director for academics, and the program supervisors are Mrs. Rebecca D. Vicente, our program supervisor for preschool. Our officer in charge office of the program supervisor for English and research, Ms. Christine Joy M. Parpan. Our program supervisor for mathematics and STEM, Mr. Michael I. Halaman. Our program supervisor for science and MAPE, Sir Ralph R.J.C. de la Cruz. Our program supervisor for Araling Panlipunan and Humanities, Ms. Pamela M. Orpilla. Our officer in charge, Office of the Program Supervisor for Filipino and ESP, Ms. Charlene Joy P. Deputo. The officer in charge, Office of the Program Supervisor for TLE and ICT, Ms. Mary Ann I. Peña Redondo. And the Program Supervisor for ABM, Mr. Noriel A. Lastrolio. We also have our campus executives who manages the daily operations of each of the SFAC and SAS campuses. They are the principals or school heads of your respective campuses. First, we have Dr. Gilbert C. Sibala, the Senior Principal of SFAC Taguig Campus. We also have Dr. Ari C. Roldan, the Director for Institutional Activities and the Principal of Las Piñas, or the main campus. We also have Dr. Arnel M. Palmes, the Director of Cluster 3, which includes our Los Baños, Santa Rosa, and Southwoods campuses. We have Mrs. Rosalina T. Estima, the Principal of the Alabang campus. We have Mr. Charlito Fahut, the Principal of Bacoor campus. And Ms. Cristina or Dr. Cristina A. Daños, the Principal of Dasmariñas campus. Mark Kevin S. Evangelista, the Officer in Charge, Office of the Principal of SFAC Southwoods campus. Mr. Percival M. Gracila, the Officer in Charge, Office of the Principal Santa Rosa campus. And Mr. Christian Carlo M. Sasuman, the Officer in Charge, Office of the Principal, St. Anthony School, Los Baños. Okay. So a while ago, we have showed you a video presentation about the Franciscan Adaptive Learning Program. Okay. So the Franciscan Adaptive Learning, or the FALP, is the school's solution to the educational challenge posed by COVID-19 pandemic. This program allows all Franciscans, okay, our students, to continue learning without compromising their health and safety. FALP also paved way in the recalibration of our teaching tools and strategies to cope with the demands of the new normal education. And our FALP is divided into two programs. We have the online distance learning program and the modular distance learning program. Under our online distance learning program, there are 3 types of sessions in which all our students will be engaged into as they go through school year 2020-2021. Our dear parents and dear students, these are the sessions that you are going to undergo, okay, as soon as the regular classes starts. The first one is a guided online learning session. This type of session is dedicated for virtual live interaction with the teacher. This may be in the form of demonstration, live discussion, or student presentation. So in here, there is a synchronous type of learning. So the students get to listen to their teachers on the specific schedules given to them. And I would just like to announce and to reiterate our dear viewers, parents, and guardians that under our guided online learning session, the teachers will not upload pre-recorded videos of lectures. So our students will be having a virtual interaction with a warm body. That is our promise. We will not be uploading videos that are recorded already for the students to watch. Okay, so under the GOLS, the teacher and the student can interact. We also have the independent learning sessions. It is the time or the session dedicated, okay, for the learner to study by himself or by herself without the assistance or with less or minimal assistance from his or her teachers or guardians. students. So later on, we will be posting the announcements already uh, onto your respective Schoology, to our respective Schoology pages, and you will be able to see that part of the schedule of the students are the independent learning session. And lastly, we have the consultation intervention session. We all know for the fact that not all students may be able to cope with the lesson, especially if the lessons are, if some lessons are complicated enough. So consultation intervention session is dedicated for the students and teachers to discuss the lessons wherein the students find difficulty in coping with. Okay, so those are the three types of consultation those types of intervention or sessions under the online distance learning program. We have the guided online learning session. We have the consultation intervention session, and we also have the independent learning session. On the other hand, we also have the modular distance learning program, which is facilitated through our Franciscan Home Study Program. This type of program is modular in nature, so there is no live interaction between the student and the teacher. It is usually self-paced. That's why most of the time spent by the kids in studying will be independent learning sessions. Now, should there be lessons that are difficult to understand or need further explanations, then the student can undergo consultation intervention session. The modular distance learning program is an option for grades 7 to 10 learners only. Okay. What about the grading system? Okay, many of you might be asking already, how are the kids be graded or scored for this school year, considering the fact that there is no more face-to-face classroom interaction? Okay. Just the same as last year's grading system, uh, the assessment or the grading system will be divided still into three major parts. We have the minor assessments in the form of quizzes, book works, homeworks, worksheets, problem sets, or essays. Categorically, it's just the same as the written activities. However, because we are already online or virtual, so there might be lesser written activities. So we call it now the minor assessments. And then we also have the performance tasks. This may come in the form of attendance or punctuality in the submission of tasks, participation and recitation, project or output-based activities, at-home experiments, and other performance tasks. What are those other performance tasks? We may also ask your kids to submit to us a video of themselves, a recorded video of themselves reciting a particular poem, a speech, singing a song, or composing a song. Those would fall under performance tasks. And of course, we also have the major assessments, okay, which is the quarterly test and our one-time achievement test every school year. So when it comes to the percentages, we still await for the additional guidelines coming from the Department of Education. We will be releasing a parents bulletin as soon as the guidelines has been released by our Department of Education. Also, for the student services, okay, for this school year, I know we are already on virtual and there is no face-to-face. However, SFAC still offers student services, not only for students, but the parents may also avail some of these services. These are the guidance and counseling program. So the guidance and counseling program is already incorporated in the curriculum of all levels. So each student will have a one session for the guidance and counseling program every week. Then we also have our technical support services. If you will find difficulty in setting up your devices later on when the regular classes starts, you can call us so that we can assist you in troubleshooting your devices or your tools, how to manage your accounts properly. And lastly, we have the telehealth care, wherein our school physician and in partnership with our School of Nursing will be accepting calls regarding health-related issues or concerns from you. If ever there are some health concerns from our students, and also for our parents. So if you have problems about your health, you want to consult us, just feel free to message us through our official Facebook page, the official Facebook page of the telehealth care, which is SFAC Telehealth. So those are our student services. Of course, we still have our registrar's department and accounting department, okay, to serve you. Okay. The official partner of St. Francis of Assisi College is the Schoology as its learning management system. We have chosen Schoology as our learning management system because of some reasons. These are, okay, the creation of tests and assignments, the creation of courses, messages, meaning students and teachers can connect, okay, with everyone, almost everyone within the entire school. Okay. However, what is good here in Schoology is that you can only communicate within the community, okay, within the students enrolled on the same school. So uh, the communication outside school will be eliminated. We also have grades and attendance. We can also do discussions. Our students can also integrate the apps such as Google Drive, OneDrive, OneNote, and other apps. Okay. It also contains public resources for the use of our teachers. Okay. And there is also a calendar so that you won't miss any of the virtual activities that we are conducting. They can also share audios and visual learning materials, okay, for review, reading, and independent study. And also, they can collaborate better with the use of the groups. Okay? If you have already received a message coming from us, our advisors have started creating or adding your sons and daughters already with their respective class group. And many more. Okay, if you have watched our FALC webinar, we have discussed there in details what are the advantages of Schoology as a learning management system partner. Okay, if you want to watch again the recorded video of our webinar, you can search it at our official YouTube account. Just type in St. Francis of Assisi College, and you will be able to see all the videos that we have uploaded there. Okay, so the school's official Schoology website is stfrancis.schoology.com. Okay, for those who are asking, just log in to stfrancis.schoology.com. Okay, now here we are, the most awaited part. Okay, for you, our dear parents and guardians, how to set up a Schoology parents account. Okay, because we don't want you, of course, to be opening your sons and daughters' accounts. Okay, later on, there might be some issues there. So you have your own account. Actually, our dear parents and guardians, you can set up your own accounts. Okay, we have here the steps. Number one, in your browser, navigate to www.schoology.com. So just go to that page, to that website, www.schoology.com. And then on the top right corner of the screen, okay, click the sign up link or button. After clicking the sign up button, okay, you're going to choose, okay, what type of account you're going to create. So whether instructor, student, or parent. Of course, as parent or guardian, you will be clicking the parent, okay, the parent button. After clicking the parent button, okay, you need to enter the 11-digit code, okay, the parent access code, so that your account will be automatically be connected with your son, okay, or with your daughter. Okay, you might be asking, when can we receive the codes? After this webinar, we will be giving the access codes to the respective advisors of your child, and they will be sending you message about your access code. Okay, I repeat, this access code will be given so that you would have uh, a link, okay, on your child's account. Okay. So after you enter the code, you will enter the email address, your password, and once you log in, you will be able to browse your child's activity by clicking the arrow to the right of your name and selecting your child's name from top right, okay, drop down menu. Here in the picture, okay, you're just going to click the same as the profile, the area of the profile of your kid's account. Okay, upon clicking on the profile, on your profile, you will be able to see two accounts. Your account, your personal account, or your child's account. Okay, what happens when you click your own account in your name? Okay, you will be redirected to your own space. So you can also save files on your own accounts, our dear parents. You can also create schedules or events in your own calendars. Okay, so that is what you're going to do. Now, if later on there will be a group for parents, then you will be able to join. If there will be a course for parents, okay, parenting course, for example, then you will be able to enroll those. Okay, now what happens when you click on the child's name? Okay, when you click on the child's name, you will be able to see the content of the courses or the subjects the same as the way your child sees it. So for those who are asking, those who are afraid, okay, doubting, how are we going to monitor our child's learning lessons and everything? When you click on the child's name under your account, you will be able to see all the prepared lessons, if that is for the week or for the quarter. So our dear parents and guardians, you will have an access to all those materials and contents, the same as your kids. But the only thing, okay, that you cannot do is to answer the quizzes. Of course, you cannot answer the quizzes for your kid. Okay, you cannot also comment. You will not be able to see the classmates and the comments of the classmates. Only you will be able to see is only the outputs or the comments of your son or daughter can only be seen by you. Okay, so that's also a good thing considering privacy issues. So our dear parents, you will not be able to see. So there's no way of comparing answers, okay, of one student to another because you can only see or view your son's or your daughter's answers and comments, not the other classmates of him or her. Okay. I will be sending or I will be posting in our Schoology page a manual for parents and students. After this orientation, please log in to your child's account and download the manual for parents and students about Schoology, how to navigate the Schoology. You also have option to associate additional children using Schoology with this account. So to associate additional children, click the down-facing arrow on the top right of your Schoology account, select Add Child, and enter the parent access code. So if you have two children, you will have two different access codes for each of them. Okay, so if you want to see your child one, what is happening under his groups and courses, then you can click his name. And child two for the other account. Okay, so that is. If you have three, you can still add. Okay, more than one, more than two accounts. If you have more than one or two accounts for your kids. Okay. Now, many are still asking. We have been receiving also messages from parents. Of course, we understand that this is all new to everyone, and they also wanted to find out how are we going to help. Okay, so the parents are asking, how are we going to help or assist? How can we assist our kids as they continue learning. Okay? As parents, in your own capacity, in our own capacity as parents, how can we help them? So Rex gave us this homes, okay, homes guide, or the home-based opportunities for mentoring every student. This is a guide for every parent if they wanted to teach their kids at home. Okay, so what are you going to do? Number one, visit homes.rex.com.ph, and then you register to create an account, and then you complete the required information. After that, you're going to verify. You need, of course, to verify your email. A link will be sent to your email. Okay? And once verified, you're now able to create a password. Okay? Once you log in, okay, you can already download the homes guide or the available guides for parents on how to teach their kids at home. Okay? Don't worry. These guides are patterned or in accordance with the existing books and reading materials of the students. So it would be difficult. So these materials are available for grade school to junior high school, and we also have senior high school for core subjects and applied tracks. Okay, for grade school and high school and junior high school, you have the English, Filipino, science, and math, and social studies subjects, the major subjects. Okay, upon logging in, this is how it looks like. Okay, so after you log in, you'll be able to see, just click the subject that you wanted to download, okay, under the filter by, and then click search. After you search, the subject will appear, and then you're going to download. Click the download button, and then the file will be downloaded. Okay, if you're going to open the file, this is how it looks like. Okay, so there is already an instruction, okay, for each of the parents. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is for, I guess, English, okay, for English subject. Okay, so it says there, in 10 minutes, start the session by letting our child use the polite greetings, good morning, good afternoon. So these are the guides, okay, for you, our dear parents and guardians. So that, of course, we do recognize that in this new normal of education, you are our learning partners, our teaching partners also. Okay? And you play more than anyone else an important role in the learning of our kids. Okay? Because at the end of every module, okay, you're going to give your feedback about your kids' learning. Okay? And you're going to give your own scores for your own child. So you can access those. This is not mandatory, okay? But if you want, we encourage you to do this so that you can also follow up the lessons of the kids at home. Okay. Okay, so that's all. At SFAC, okay, all systems go. Once again, thank you and welcome to St. Francis of Assisi College. We are happy to be with you and welcome to school year 2020-2021.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you, Sir Mark, for those very informative topics. Rest assured that our dear parents are so ready to deal with this school year. So at this point, for us parents to better understand of what's all about this new normal in dealing with our children in their education process, I will now introduce to you our next resource speaker. Our speaker hails from the city of Gapan, Nueva Ecija. He finished his elementary education at the Philippine Academy of Sakya and Chiang Kai-shek College, respectively. He was a consistent honors student and an active leader in various student organizations. He earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Electronics and Communications Engineering from the Mapua Institute of Technology and pursued his Master of Arts degree in Education, major in Educational Management at St. Francis of Assisi College. He started his career in the academe in 1987 at Guzman Institute of Electronics as a full-time technical instructor, where he was distinguished as a recipient of the Most Outstanding Achievement Award on his first year of teaching. After 2 years of garnering several other work-related nominations, citations, and awards, he was promoted as head of the Electronics Computer Department. After barely 1 year, he was designated Executive Director. In 1992, in his desire to practice his profession, he left the academe and joined the manufacturing industry. He served as technical consultant to the late Roberto del Rosario, a world-renowned Filipino inventor of the karaoke system. In 1993, he took on the challenge of becoming the Engineering Research and Development Manager of Travel Corporation. In less than 2 years, he became its Executive Vice President. Teaching being his first love, our guest speaker joined St. Francis of Assisi College in 1994 in his capacity as Dean of the School of Engineering. Since then, he has occupied the following positions: College Dean in 1996, High School Principal of the main campus in 1998, Principal of the Basic Education Department, main campus in 1999, Senior Principal in 2006, and Director of the St. Francis of Assisi College Center for Excellence in Academics, Research, and Training Services in 2008. Well, in 2003, he was chosen as a recipient of the Outstanding Educator of the Year 2003 Award, a Lifetime Excellence Award given by the Achievers magazine, the exponent of people's achievements. Our inspirational speaker has authored several technical vocational instructional manuals in industrial and digital electronics, and has authored several achievement test reviewers. He has likewise conducted several seminars, workshops, and other training programs for teachers and students as a resource speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker is a man who has been the driving force behind the achievement of a uniform academic standard across all branches of the St. Francis of Assisi College and St. Anthony School. Let us all welcome our very own Managing Director, Dr. Edgardo Azarcon Lu. Sir, good afternoon.
Okay, so good afternoon, no? Good afternoon. Today, no, I will give our audience, our parents, no, some parenting tips, no. We will focus on the role of parents during this new normal in education. As I promised in the past, I'm going to give some pointers for the parents, no, on how to handle this new normal in education, no. And today's topic will be the role of parents in virtual learning, no. This is first of a series of seminars and workshops that we will be conducting through online sessions with our dear parents, no. And nakakatuwa, no, sapagkat ilang araw na lang, no. Ilang araw na lang pasukan na, no. Pasukan na pero hindi tayo makapasok sa eskwela, no. Papasok tayo sa loob ng bahay, harap sa computer, and we'll try our best, no, to learn inside our respective homes, no. And I'm very happy, I'm very glad that finally, no, we will be delivering the Franciscan Adaptive Learning Program seamlessly for this school year 2020-2021. Okay, so we have reached our targets in enrollment, and we are very happy with that, no. Salamat sa Diyos, salamat sa pagtitiwala ng mga libu-libong mga magulang sa ating paaralan, no. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagtitiwala. Okay. Mahirap ang tungkulin, no, ng isang magulang ngayong panahon ng pandemic, no. Ito isa sa mga pinakamahirap na ating mararanasan sa ating buhay bilang mga magulang, lalo-lalo na sa pag-aaral ng ating mga bata, no. But all we need to do is to accept it, no, and move on, no. Wala tayong magagawa kundi tanggapin yung katotohanan, no. Kung ang puso nga ng susugatan nakakapag-move on, di ba? Ngayon pa kayang halos kalahating taon na tayong lockdown. No, almost 6 months na tayo naka-lockdown. Palagay ko napatibay na, no, ng lockdown na to ang mga puso at damdamin ng ating mga magulang, no. Kaya laban lang tayo at salubungin natin, no, ang school year 2020-2021. Okay? Now, first and foremost, no, I hope parents would learn Schoology to monitor the progress of their children. Okay? So a while ago, you were oriented on how to make your own parents account using Schoology, how to monitor that. So make sure that you go inside Schoology and learn, no, all the features. No, let's maximize the features of Schoology. So it will be very easy. No, madali lang yan. Basta po nakapag-login na kayo, no, makikita niyo na kung anong ginagawa ng anak ninyo, anong mga lessons, anong mga nagtapos, what particular assignments are being given by the teachers, how your children responded, and you're able to see the grades of your students, no, anytime of the day, no, just log in to Schoology. Kung kayo may hirapan, nandiyan naman ang ating mga technical support team, ang ating homeroom advisors, ang mga teachers, ang principal, no, to help you, no, to go around Schoology. But make sure na mamaya after ng ating webinar na to ay log in, no, make your account as soon as you receive, no, the access code to be given by your homeroom advisors. Okay, so kailangan matuto tayo and maximize the features of Schoology. Okay. Next, we have to set up a place to study. No? Kailangan tayong magkaroon ng isang lugar sa mga anak natin kung saan sila dapat mag-aral. No? So, hindi ko nirekomenda na ang mga bata ay nag-aaral na nakahiga, nakadapa, nanonood ng TV, kung ano-ano ang ginagawa. Kailangan para pa rin siyang nasa loob ng eskwelahan, no? Nasa classroom. Kanina sa Facebook nakita ko maraming mga tinitindang mga computer tables. Mga iba't klaseng tables. So, nakikita ko, range from 700, 800 to 1,500 to 2,000 pesos. Hindi naman kailangan, no? Hindi naman kailangan. Pwede namang simpleng table lang, basta kailangan lang ay maayos yung kalalagyan ng ating mga estudyante. Okay? Pero kung kaya naman, bakit hindi, no? Ako ay plano ko ay gumawa, no? Gumawa ng sariling computer table para sa aking anak, no? Itong darating na weekend. Okay? Now, in setting up a place for your students to study, no? Consider the place. Choose a place where your child is able to comfortably sit in front of the computer. Okay? So dapat nakaupo ng maayos, no, ang inyong mga anak sa harapan ng computer. No? Walang istorbo, kundi siya ay nakaharap sa computer. At ang recommendation ko lagi, ang computer dapat ay nakikita ng magulang ang screen. No? Hindi dapat nakatalikod na screen sa mga magulang. So dapat kahit papano nasisilip, nakikita ng mga magulang o kasama sa bahay ang screen ng inyong mga anak. So choose a comfortable place, no, for the child to sit in front of a computer. Check your child's backdrop. No, maraming bata ayaw ng maraming naglalakad sa likod. At tingin ko kapag tayo nagsimula na, yung mga magulang sisilip sa computer, no, makikita ng mga teachers, ayaw yan ng ating mga anak No, ang gusto niyan sila nang bahala, no, sa kanilang sarili. So make sure na yung backdrop maayos, no. Baka naman sabi nga nung una nating webinar baka may mga kaldero sa likod, mga sinampay, no, o ano-anong mga bagay doon sa likod ng inyong mga anak. So ayusin po yung backdrop, no? Ayusin ang backdrop ng bata. Your child must study in the same place every day. So kung saan po natin tinalaga ang bata na mag-aral, doon lang siya dapat nag-aaral. So dapat masanay yung bata na sa lugar na yon, kanya yon, that is his or her virtual space, no? At doon siya makikipag-communicate sa kanyang mga teachers at sa kanyang mga classmates. Okay? Now you also have to consider lighting, no? Yan. So use good overhead lighting that is not too dim but not so bright. No, dapat wag naman masyadong maliwanag, wag naman masyadong madilim, no? Kung masyadong madilim, baka naman yung bata ay mahirapan sa screen or hindi makita ng teacher, no, yung mukha ng inyong mga anak. So make sure that there's good lighting. Yung ba yung gumagamit ng tawag niya sa yung ring light? Ito, subukan natin ring light. Pag walang ring light, ayan. Pag may ring light, mas pogi pala si Dr. Lu pag may ring light. Bibili ako nito, bibili ako. O akin na muna ito para mas kitang-kita ko ng mga magulang. Okay, so pwedeng ring light ang gamitin, no, para maganda. Kaya nakasilaw pala ito, Sir Mark. Nakasilaw. Pero para kang artista, no? Para tayong artista ngayon sa school year 2020-2021. Okay, sound. Yan. So find a quiet place where your child isn't interrupted by others like the radio or TV or other noises. So wag na may lalagay yung table ng anak ninyo malapit sa bintana na araw-araw may nag-aawayan doon sa likod sa harapan ng bahay, no? Dumadaan mga tricycle and so on. So iwasan yung mga lugar na medyo may ingay. So make sure that it's a comfortable place, a quiet place for the student to study. Okay? Temperature. Yan. Okay? Find a comfortable spot where it is not too hot nor too cold. Ay, kailangan ba maka-aircon? Hindi naman kailangan naka-aircon. No? Kung kaya, bakit hindi? Kung hindi naman, make sure na mayroong ventilation. No? May electric fan naman ang bata. No? Malamig. Ang paligid, hindi naman yan ay katabi ng lutuan at napakainit and so on and so forth. So make sure that it is really a comfortable place for the student to study. Now, make sure that everything your child needs is within reach. No? Yung paper niya, pencil, pen, eraser, notebook, textbooks. Hindi yung pag may pasusulat yung teacher, kunyari tatayo pa yung bata sa kanyang upuan, dilipat ng pwesto and so on. So make sure that all the needed things, needed accessories are already within the reach of your children. Okay? And next is make a schedule. No? Kailangan meron tayong inihandang schedule. Learn to establish a routine with your children. No? So sabi ko nga dati, ang bata kailangan kung umagang klase, gigising ng maaga, no? Nakaligo, kung naliligo sa umaga, okay? Nakakain na yan, nakapag-almusal na, busog, bago mo po sa computer for his or her virtual session with the teachers. Okay? So ganun din po sa anong araw kapag ang mga bata ay nasa loob ng eskwelahan. So dapat po ay binibigyan din natin ng pansin ng schedule ng mga bata. So within next week, no, titignan nyo ang mga Schoology account na inyong mga anak, napopost na po doon ang mga class schedule, no? Sir Mark, no? Ang mga class schedule po ay lalagay na po ng mga teachers sa loob ng Schoology, pati po ang para makita na po ng mga anak ninyo kung kailan i-start ng klase, ano-anong subject ang magkakasunod-sunod and so on and so forth. Okay? So next week po, bago po tayo magsimula ng classes sa September 8, ay makikita niyo na ang mga class schedule ng mga bata. So make sure that you, together with your children, create a good schedule. Okay? Now, so sunod naman ay dapat maging modelo tayo, no? So we should be a model to our children. So make sure that you are a role model to your children, no? So kung yung magulang ay hindi gumigising na maaga, late pumapasok sa trabaho, we cannot expect our children to do the same, no? So you have to model discipline, you have to model hard work, no? Para maramdaman ng mga bata na talaga namang ang mga magulang ko ay nagsusumikap para sa akin. Kaya ako mismo bilang anak ay dapat nagsusumikap din para sa aking sarili at para sa aking mga magulang. So please serve as a model, no? Ulitin ko dati, sinasabi ko lagi, kung nag-aaway yung mga mag-asawa, hindi dapat nadidinig ng mga anak natin. Baka mamaya nag-schoology ang mga anak ninyo, nagbabangayan ang nanay at tatay, ang lolo at lola. So dapat ay tahimik, no? Sa harapan ng mga anak natin, kahit tayo nag-aaway ng mag-asawa, kailangan sa harap ng mga anak natin, tayo ay kunyari ay very sweet. Pero mas maganda pa rin, kesa naman kunyari very sweet, totohanang very sweet. No? So wag na wag may kipagtalo, wag na wag mag-focus ng ingay ng anak ninyo, imbis na makapag-focus sa pag-aaral, no? Mabaling yung atensyon, no? Bakit kaya nagkakaganito ang aking pamilya? So make sure that you serve as a model. No? Ang pinakihintay lahat ng mga bata, baon. Wala kasi tayong baon this school year. No? Pero parents should provide snacks, no? If I have the time to visit the houses of the students, dapat ganito karami. Di ba, no? Ganyan kadami ang laman ng ating pantry. Pagbukas ng refrigerator, punong-puno ng inumin. Lahat ng dapat ibigay sa bata. Bakit? Sapagkat may mga break time tayo May mga break time, tatayo anak ninyo, kakain, and so forth. Kaya sabihin nyo, mas magastos pa pala sa bahay. Totoo, sapagkat kailangan ibigay nyo kung ano dapat na ibigay sa bata. Kung ang nanay tatay naman sa bahay lang, pagluluto mo yan ng pancake, syempre, pagluluto mo ng hotdog with bun, mga ganun mga bagay, para yung anak ninyo naman ay ganahan, no? Ganahang mag-aral, lalo na ngayong pandemic. I do not want your children to burn out. Alam niyo, after 1 month, no? Ganito pala ito, ang hirap. Dapat may variety din, no? May variety din. Anyway, ang mga teachers natin ay magiging mahuhusay na broadcaster, no? Sabi ko nga, dapat sila maging mahuhusay ng mga broadcaster. So tutulungan ng namin ang mga anak ninyo na kahit paano ay makapagpahinga at mag-adapt, no, dun sa new normal in education. So expect burning out even to us administrators, to us teachers, no? But we are doing everything possible, no, para mabawasan yung burning out na yan by conducting the virtual lessons in a very novelty way. No? Kailangan maging masaya ang mga teachers, no? Kung kailangan, sabi ko, kailangan lumundag ang teacher, magluluntag sa screen habang nagtuturo, magpasaya. Gagawin po yan ng mga teachers ng St. Francis at ng St. Anthony School. Okay? So, after providing snack, so Mami at Daddy, mag-grocery na po next week. At mamili ng maraming pagkain para sa ating mga anak. No? Next, be the greatest cheerleader and coach. No? So, students should see their children as their greatest cheerleaders and coaches. No? Do not be a teacher. Parang awa ng mga mami, kayo ay hindi mga teachers. No? Kayo ay katuwang namin sa inyong mga anak. So, pabayaan natin ng mga teachers magturo. Sapagkat minsan, ang mga magulang gustong-gustong magturo, nagko-conflict tuloy yung turo ng teacher at ang turo ng magulang. Okay? At kadalasan, ang pinaniniwalaan ng anak ninyo, sino? Ang mga teachers. Okay? So, i-guide nyo lang sila. No? Kung makagawa ng mabuti mga anak ninyo, there's achievement, celebrate the achievement. No? Magluto. Hindi ko sinabing bumili ng pagkain kasi ngayon ang sabi ng mga doktor, wag daw muna mag-order ng pagkain. Mas maganda yung niluluto sa bahay. No? Encourage them to see, no, during this hard time, if you see that your children are having a hard time, encourage them more. No? Wag ipapakita na kayo pinanghinaan din ng loob sa panahon ng pandemya. Okay? Kung nahihirapan yung mga bata, encourage nyo ang mga bata na magpatuloy sa kanilang pag-aaral. No? Meron nga ako nabasa sa Facebook na sa ibang bansa, yung estudyante na kinder, umiiyak. Akala ko hindi natutunan yung lesson. Yung pala, gusto niya kasing mayakap. Gusto niya makasama yung mga classmate niya. So, pero hindi po pwede sapagkat bawal. No? So yung mga ganong bagay, in-expect natin na pwede mangyari lalo na sa preschool. No, yung sarili kong anak, yung sinasabi, Sir, Daddy, gusto kong gusto ko face to face. O bakit? Sapagkat gusto kong kasama ko yung mga classmate ko. So these are challenges that all of us, parents and teachers, will have to face this time of pandemic. But kung makita ng mga anak natin na tayo ay cheerleader, no? Natutuwa tayo pag sila may achievement. Kung nagkakamali, wag na munang pagalitan, medyo luwag-luwag ng kaunti sa ngayong mga panahon. No, importante ay maalalayan yung mga anak ninyo, no, na maging masaya at maging kontento at matuto during this time of pandemic. So parents and teachers and parents, make sure that you also monitor, no, the performance of your students. No, sa araw-araw na pag-uwi ninyo, no, kung nagtatrabaho, pag-uwi tanungin naman, anak, anong ginawa nyo sa Schoology? Anong mga napanood nyo? Anong mga naituro sa iyo? Anong natutunan mo? That is more important, no? Rather than just sit down after work and then wag mo ko istorbohin, anak, at ako ay maraming ginagawa. Okay? So this, you have to stay in communication with your teachers. No? So in case of any difficulty, no, communicate with the teachers. How? Use Schoology. Right, Sir Mark? No? So you can send your messages to your teachers, to the teachers of your children for any difficulty that you may have. Kung kailangan nyo ng tulong ng guidance counselor, sabihan nyo rin kami, papasukan ng, nasa Schoology rin po ang ating guidance counselor na bawat eskwelahan to help your children, no, during these times of virtual learning. Okay? And most of all, no, bago ko tapusin, kasi yan lang naman ang kailangan, importante lang naman ay, number one, may lugar na pag-aaralan yung bata, at meron silang pagkain. Huwag kakalimutan. May lugar na pag-aaralan at meron silang pagkain. Trust us. Trust St. Francis of Assisi College System and St. Anthony School. No? Importante po sa amin ngayon yung tiwala. No? Are we prepared for next school year? Yes. Are we perfect? No school will tell us that they are perfect. Okay? So, normally, it would take 21 days. No? Sabi nga ng Pangulo namin, based on research, so 21 days ang kailangan bago masanay isang bata, ang isang tao sa habit. Okay? So this online teaching, especially for grade school, is all new to all schools in the Philippines. Okay? Yung online teaching na yan. So are we expecting difficulty? Yes. But of course, we will have to face these difficulties, these challenges, and make the necessary solutions. Kaya ako ito binabanggit po, baka po sa simula ng September 8, ganadong-ganado siyempre, pati parents, nakikisilip, no? Nakikisilip sa Schoology. Bigla nawala si teacher sa screen. Kasi nawala, humina pala ang internet and so on. Wag naman yung matataranta, nasa si teacher, grabe si teacher, nawawala si teacher. Sinasabi ko na nga ba? Yan, yung ganung mga bagay, no? So keep calm, no? Maging kalmado tayong lahat, no? At hanapin si teacher. Baka na maluwag lang yung connection sa computer, mahina ang internet and so on so forth. But expect that to happen. no? Sa Pilipinas, hindi yun imposible. Pwede yun mangyari. So, gagawa natin ng paraan yan at alam ko naman ang mga telecommunications company ay gagawa din ng paraan na maging maayos sana, no? Yung kanilang mga internet connections. So, anong sinasabi ko rito? In-enroll nyo na ang inyong mga anak, nasa amin na, no? Pinagkatiwalaan nyo na kami, maaari ko bang lubos-lubosin na natin yung tiwala na yun. At anumang suliranin ninyo sa inyong mga anak sa pag-aaral nila, anumang problema na may encounter ng anak ninyo sa kanilang pag-aaral online, inform us and we'll make the appropriate solutions. Okay? So yan po ay kasama sa commitment namin sa inyo from St. Francis of Assisi College and St. Anthony School. Okay? So ito po ay series po. Yan po ay panimula lamang. No, ayusin lang muna kung anong dapat ayusin. And then later on, no, tingnan natin kung ano pa mga webinars na pwede natin ibigay sa ating mga magulang upang matulungan kayo na maging mas maayos ang school year 2020-2021. So thank you so much sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Dr. Lu. Pretty sure that our dear parents have started embracing the new normal. They're overgained many ideas from your discussion today, sir. Being a parent, I'm so grateful of the many things I learned from your talk. So again, our felicitations. So I think let's get back to Sir Mark for some announcements and for the answer to this question raised by a certain parent. This is the question, Sir Mark. So we need to download the two apps account. First, the Schoology parent account, and second, home guides. Sir Mark.
Okay, I would just like to clarify. You need to download only the Schoology application. The Homes Guide is available as a website, so you will not be able to download it. The thing that you need to download at Homes Guides are the materials. Okay, these are the worksheets or the guides as you teach your kids for their lessons, okay, for their weekly lessons, which is aligned, of course, to the school's lessons, like what we did in our contents, course contents or subject contents. We do it on a weekly basis. So the same thing as with the Homes Guides, you don't need to download the application. There is no application for Homes Guide. The only thing that you need to download are the files. Okay. Is there any other questions on chat? Are there more questions?
Sir, from Ma'am Rosemary Abibas Solares, she said, paki-guide lang po sa parent how to open an account, please.
Yes, we will be uploading, like what I've said, we will be uploading the step-by-step process. We'll be uploading the step-by-step process in setting up the Schoology account. A manual for parent and teachers, for parent and students will also be uploaded. You may download it so that you would have a guide, specific guides on how to set up your parents' account. Now, some of us are asking, we have husband and wife. Okay, what about the accounts? Do we need to set up our two separate accounts? The answer is you can share one account for a single parent. Okay, so if one parent has already an account, he or she may share it to his or her partner. Okay, so that you can use that account. Okay. I would also like to make an announcement again. Sige, yes.
Sir, there's another question here from Ma'am Zairine Cabarlo. How about the code for making parents' Schoology account?
Okay, we will be releasing the codes within this week or this weekend. You will be receiving a message from us, from our advisors, sending you this access code so that you can create your parents' accounts.
Okay, sir. Another question from Ma'am Cheryl. But what about the books that we purchased?
The books, we made sure that the contents or the strategies that will be used by teachers will be using your books. So all books will be maximized. That is our promise. All books will be maximized. Now, for those who haven't purchased their books yet, Books are already available. You can visit us anytime, okay, to get your books. Okay.
Sir Mark, another question from Ma'am Ira Savannah Com. Would the lesson be recorded? This will be useful for children to review past lessons.
Okay, yes, a lesson by default, Schoology allowed us to store recorded version or recorded lectures for 7 days. So after 7 days, if the learner hasn't visited the videos yet, it will be permanently deleted on the server. However, this does not, okay, automatically mean that the student may absent anytime he or she wants, may get absent anytime he or she wants. Okay, because we will still be checking the attendance every guided online learning session. So if the student wanted to rewatch the video, then he or she may do so.
Okay, so Sir Mark, sorry, I thought that was the last question, but we still have a few questions here, which were raised by our dear parents. So from Ma'am Annie Espelita, the books that was bought will still be used? And then what's the difference between the books and the module to be downloaded?
The books will be used by the kids. It contains the specific lessons to be discussed by the learners. The guides that you will be downloading will be a process or a guide for you, our dear parents and guardians, if you want to reinforce whatever is on the book. Okay, so if you wanted to teach more about a particular lesson, then you can refer to the guides so that you can enforce the learning even at home. Okay, especially let's say if there is a suspension of class and then internet connection is bad or the teachers were not allowed to report at school. So what happens then is that you as parents, if you wanted to continue teaching your kids, okay, even if there is a suspension of classes, then you may refer to the guides. Okay? They have the same topics, the same content in terms of lessons, but the approach is different. The book is can be used by the teachers, but for the guides, it's specifically made for parents who wanted to teach tutor their own children.
Okay, so Sir Mark, from Ma'am Juliet Prepuse, you mentioned that topics or subjects matters will not be discussed again, so the student should pay attention always. What if an internet problem occurs?
Okay, I would just like to clarify that, ma'am. Lessons will be discussed and recorded. Now, the lessons will be stored on the Schoology account for 7 days. After that particular day, okay, the student can no longer access it. Now, during the week, if the learner finds a particular topic, a difficulty in a particular topic, then they have the so-called consultation intervention session. It is where it is a dedicated time, okay, for the student and the teacher to do reteaching, okay, or giving additional examples, reinforcements, or intervention sessions to the kids. So we are doing all our best so that every student will cope. Okay? That's why we put there the consultation intervention session. During consultation intervention session, there will be no new topic to be discussed. Okay? Past lessons lamang po yung i-discuss ng ating teacher para lalo pong maunawaan ng ating mga mag-aaral yung kanilang lesson. Especially for math and science or for those subjects which involve computation.
Okay, so thank you, Sir Mark. Suggestion from Ma'am Elizabeth Pingol, Panlaki. Why not email the schedules and lessons and provide the book to be used and the page to be answered to maximize the use of the books and less time in the computer?
We won't be emailing it because it is already incorporated on the courses per subject. So when you open later on, when the courses or the contents have already been uploaded, our dear parents and guardians, there are already steps there that the student need to accomplish. So the lessons will be arranged in such a way that they need to accomplish task 1 first before going to task 2. And some of the tasks incorporated within their weekly schedule or quarterly schedule is to accomplish a particular page on the book. And they're going to submit the accomplished, the answered, the written part of the book to us. Okay, so all books will be maximized. We won't be sending it via mail, because once the teacher set it as an assignment, it will be automatically tagged on the learners or the parents calendar. Okay, once you open your account, dear parents, you can see on the right panel all the aligned or all the activities that your kids must finish. Okay.
Okay, sir. So another question from Ma'am Mary Diana Zepeda. You've said that the modules will be posted every week. Are all subjects included?
Modules. I don't know what module she referring to. If this is the content, yes, the content will be posted every week because we arrange the lessons on a weekly basis. We have a work week plan. Okay? But for the modules, it depends now on the Rex if you're referring to the Holmes Guides. The Holmes Guides is already complete for the first quarter. Now, how you are going to guide your child is on a weekly basis also on the Holmes Guides. Okay? So, download the manual, our dear parents, and if you have further questions, feel free to message us or any of the advisors, okay, so that you can see first, okay, how to use that guides.
Okay, so Sir Mark, another question from Ma'am Rofel Dula Campos. Will there be notifications on the parent's Schoology account on the deadline of his or her child's schoolworks?
Yes, ma'am. All deadlines, all schedules, all events you will be notified. Even when the teacher uploads new content, new lessons, new quizzes, new assignments, you will be notified. You can see a yellow number on the bell button of your Schoology accounts.
Okay, so I would just like to read this compliment rather from Ma'am Joyce Garcia. Happy to hear that in spite of all this pandemic, everything is organized and perfectly done. Many thanks to our hardworking teachers. We love you. Ma'am, we love you too, Ma'am Joyce Garcia. Thank you for your compliment.
Sir?
Okay, so last question, Sir Du. From Ma'am Pinky. June Cantos Tubig. September 8 is the official start of classes. Do we have a target date for the end of the school year? Doctor.
Okay. The school year will start on September 8, 2020 and will end on May 26, 2021. Okay, May 26, 2021. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that is very clear. Thank you, Dr. Lu. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Ma'am Cha. Now, allow me to have a short announcement. Although we have already posted it already on our Facebook pages. So on September 7, we will be having a live mass, which will be telecast live on our official YouTube account. And also, for those who are asking, some parents are asking, what are the students going to do on September 1 to 2? On September 1 to 2, it is first part of the discovery learning session, wherein the student will have an experience how independent learning session works. So we will be posting a code on our Facebook page later on, wherein the student need to input this code in order to enroll in order to enroll a course prepared by St. Francis of Assisi College. So that you, our dear parents, will also have a view okay, or experience on how guided online learning sessions will be implemented at St. Francis of Assisi. So a course has already been prepared. We will upload the access code so that your kids can enroll and answer and accomplish the course within 2 days. Now for September 3 and 4, we will be also conducting the guided online learning session. Like what I have said, our respective advisors have already created a group, and during the guided online learning session, they will be conducting a conference via Schoology. So using the Schoology account, they can be they will be having a orientation, a class for the local orientation. Okay, and then for the third day, we have the online or the consultation intervention session, September 5. The advisor will have another virtual session with your kids, okay, with their advisory classes. Okay, and they will be discussing about the rules, the netiquettes, the guidelines on how to conduct virtual classes, the behaviors of your students, the expected behaviors of your kids while conducting online classes. So those are the activities for our September 1 to 5. Okay, and on September 8, we will be having our full blast, okay, regular classes. Now, for those who haven't attended yet the Schoology orientation, we will have the last 4 runs of the Schoology orientation on September 1 and 2. Details will be posted soon, okay, on our Facebook pages.
Okay, so thank you, Sir Mark. So for some of your queries, please just message us at our FB official messenger account. Okay, so thank you, dear parents and guardians. So to formally close this orientation is the approachable principal of St. Francis of Assisi College, Dasmariñas campus. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Cristina A. Daños.
A pleasant afternoon, everyone. Magandang buhay. As we are about to begin an online education in the new normal, we look back to the times when all of the sudden changes transformed the educational system into a year of digital learning. This is an abrupt turnabout into what we call cyber village, when technology dominates the entire system. The new normal might be more challenging and more exciting, but it also entails greater responsibilities to parents and teachers. We are in an era when traditional discipline, norms, and standards do not conform to attitudes and behaviors of millennials. Added to that, technology predominantly replaces face-to-face classroom with an individualized classroom trusting your child's education at St. Francis of Assisi College and St. Anthony School. Your full support and cooperation complement the entire program. And let me leave this short quote to ponder by Sir Greg Anderson. Focus on a journey and not on the destination. The new normal may be tough, yet the road ahead has been perfectly planned. Franciscans, Season 20, 2021. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Tina. We have a while for the closing prayer, which will be led to us by the Vice Principal for Senior High School, Las Piñas Campus, Ms. Maria Ronaria E. Halaman.
Let us feel the presence of the Lord In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty Father, as we come to the end of our time together, we thank you for what has been accomplished here today. May the matters discussed serve as a catalyst to move us forward and cause us to advance and see growth in all areas of our lives. Despite the many challenges we face, give us your grace that we may be able to handle even the most difficult things as we have been taught in this meeting. Let this meeting remind us that you are God of all wisdom and you are willing to lead us forward. These all we pray in the name of the Lord Jesus. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Ma'am Maria. In behalf of the St. Francis of Assisi College and St. Anthony School Administration, headed by our President, Dr. Arturo O. Orozco Jr., we thank you for your time, dear parents and guardians, and for being with us virtually this afternoon. This has been Ms. Chael Villamayor saying, stay safe, everyone. Good day and God bless us all.